and gets it.
Well, he jumped earlier. I mean, that's the short guy. The shorter guy has an opportunity to leave the floor first.
And it results in a three by Josh Christopher. Ready for it. I'll be having a tough start here. Behind the head, it goes to Reeves.
What a pass.
By LeBron. And unfortunately, it's fumbled all the way down to Russ, who hits it from three.
Russell Westbrook knocks down.
He's now 2 for 17 over his last 6. Russ average does. They score at the other end. Schroeder across the timeline, picked up by Bazemore. Again, a little bit pressure. The roll by Şengün. He's going to get it. And he's right there, just waited out LeBron, and he lays it up and in.
Very nice.
7th career start here tonight for Alperen Şengün. Second among NBA rookies in blocks. At this end, trying to deny, and there's staying with it that time is Carmelo baseline.
Hailed by Carmelo,
who's played some great defense at times this year, spinning and scoring. LeBron James.
LeBron said, no, too small, too small.
Well, LeBron is first in fast break points in the league, and he's 4th in points in the paint in the NBA this year. So no surprise on that little mini break, but getting right back, Christopher knocks it down the dribble, where he's picked up by Reeves, loses control right at the line, and whips it now on over to Gordon. A couple of wily veterans at each other, shake and bake for Gordon. He's got LeBron right on his hip, and he scores.
Play by DJ Augustine. At least they got an attempt. Yeah. Bad as it was.
Oh, over the shoulder and rolling and scoring is Schroeder. And Houston. Great production off the bench for the Rockets. Christopher 8, Schroeder 7, Matthews has 6. Outscored the Laker bench by 3. Augustine, he's got it. Rattles it in. That's his 3rd 3. He's in double figures tonight. In fact, the first in the game.
Yeah.
Either side. Schroeder pull up, rolls around, spills out, underneath, put up and put it in.
The Lakers just not good.
On the defense. Jalen Green, look out! 3 for 7 and 0 for 2 from downtown. At the other end, blocked by James, but a foul, or is it goaltending? Going to be a goaltending call.
Calling goaltending on that play.
Russ comes into the front court. Corner, catch, shoot. Reeves for 3. Give the assist to Russ.
He was due. He had missed his first 2 from that distance. He finally scratches in the game.
He was 6 for 9 coming into the game over the last 3 after being 0 for 9 in the 3 previous. Speaking of Austin Reeves, Lakers and Stanley Johnson, they're not going to stop the ball, so Stanley's just going to run right into his man, Matthews, who was standing there for a long time. Long time charging.
If you're going to make the sidestep, you have to do a little bit more. He should have leaned to his left and didn't come back to his right. He would have probably gotten around a little easier. But
he was actually maybe moving a little bit. What do you think?
Bang, bang play, charge block.
Yep.
Officials have, so far tonight, have been consistent with the last 2 calls.
You know, we talked about how poor Houston is defensively. Honestly, and numbers-wise, the Lakers have been worse than Houston since the All-Star break. That's how poorly they've been playing. Blocked out of bounds, volleyballed, spiked out of bounds by Carmelo.
A few shots the last few games as he sees this one by Kevin Porter and just rejects it.
Off the inbounds, Matthews now will clear it out, 3-point country. 7 to shoot. They're trying to work on Malik Monk. He goes to about 4 players and finds a shot on the outside. Tipped up and in by Houston. I believe it's Christopher.
Again, if you don't do the fundamentals, everybody can elevate, so you're going to get out-jumped if you don't.
Count of it goes for Russ, and he'll shoot free throws. He quickly brought it down to the other end out of the net.
About just under 4 minutes left as the Lakers down by that many, 4, as Russ goes to the line to shoot 2.
Russ, the former Bruin, 4th pick in 2008, the 9-time All-Star, the MVP of the league in 2017. Russ in 14 minutes tonight, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 9 points. Again, he had a triple-double against his team in this building back in December. And while we have a moment, let's pause for a word from Jack in the Box.
Get my Nacho Tiny Tacos for $3.50 or try them bacon loaded for $4.50.
Russ makes the first free throw and the second. He's the only Laker to make a free throw in the game. They're 4 out of 6.
Russ is 66% on the year. By the way, he has passed the 23,000 mark points-wise in his career, becoming the 33rd player ever in NBA history to pass that mark. But that's a silly play and a smart play by Monk and a bad play by the Rockets, but they're going to get away with it. Boy, Monk almost caught him napping. In fact, he did.
He did catch him napping.
But he was unable to finish.
Technical foul will be assessed against number 11, Malik.
And now Malik, I think he figured he was fouled, and he gets a technical foul because of it. So free throw time for Matthews. Garrison Matthews coming off of a scoreless game against Miami.
Well, he's not scoreless in this one.
No.
He's got 7 points in 12 minutes.
You know, since January the 19th, wins have been hard to come by for Houston. But we were talking about it, Stu, before the game. The wins have come against the Jazz, the Cavs, and the Grizzlies. So anytime they're winning, it's pretty impressive. Count it, and one. Kevin Porter Jr.
I tell you, if your defense isn't on the same page, small lineups like this will really expose individual defense because there's a lot of motion and people are isolated. This time it's Kevin Porter Jr. throwing up the shot, gets the basket and the foul. So the Rockets go up by 5, matching their largest lead.
You know, he had 19 of his 29 in that big win over Memphis 2 games ago in the third quarter. The teammates kept reminding him to be aggressive. He was not looking for a shot. Russ glides all the way to the cup and scores. Nice acceleration.